Uh, have you been a nurse before?
No.
No. Okay. So, Courtney, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. A little rough. I drank a little too much last night, and so kind of regretting it.
Yeah. How much did you drink?
It was only two red Solo cups, but it was filled to the brim of a mix of two. I was mixing liquors, and it just was not good. It just was not good. I don't drink as much as I used to, really.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know much about you, but you still drink a lot, right? Like, I mean, I don't know if you know anything about me, but like, I'm basically getting drunk on stream quite a bit.
Is that? And how do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, it's not a great. I mean, like, if I was like, if I didn't have kids, I could be like, yep. I mean, I don't think it's a great idea to get drunk on stream a lot, even if you don't have kids. It's not
Hmm.
very professional.
Is this a is this a professional thing, like what we're doing, like these streams?
Absolutely, yes. Look at your setup; it's professional. You spend a lot of money on your boom, on your mic. You got a nice background. I love the tiger; it's awesome.
Yeah, but I mean, are we professionals? It's okay. But it sounds like though
Well,
you're a little disappointed in yourself with the drinking.
I am.
Is, is there a reason why you drink?
Is there a reason I drink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel like you
Right?
drink to escape?
Yeah. Also, to like, of course, it's at first like just to kind of like take the edge off,
Yeah.
and then it's like, well, that felt really good, and then you get a little like higher, and you're
Mm-hmm.
like, that feels really good, and then you're just like, I just want to blow it out completely, and that's kind of fun too. But then and then when it's over, you're just like that progression, like it should have stopped at like maybe just taking the edge off.
I agree with that. Maybe we could have just stopped with taking the edge off. That's how I feel today. It's kind of like we drink a lot to kind of escape certain things or feel a certain way, but then there's that regret. Like, is it even worth it?
Yeah, I mean, like, not is it worth it, but like, I don't know, like, it's not, is it worth it? It's just like something like, that didn't seem like a really good idea. Like, it was fun at the time. It seemed like a good idea, but like in the end, like, you just can't like stand by it as like a super good idea.
Okay. Yeah. So I need to ask you something, Courtney. There's something I was really thinking about. Uh, like, honestly, what are your thoughts and feelings and concerns about putting your personal drama, your personal issues on YouTube?
Okay, so I mean, you're obviously, I mean, just to start with like just saying like you must be coming from the standpoint that this is not a good thing. And so like now I'm going to try to explain to you like why it is, right? Like you're not saying this is a great thing, I just want you to explain. You're saying like nah, this is a disaster. You shouldn't be doing this. Just to be clear, right? That's your
Right.
standpoint.
Yes. My standpoint is that it is a disaster. It is a bad idea to share personal information, especially to the degree that y'all do. Uh, I don't think that's a good idea.
Okay. Okay, well, I don't, you did probably miss the beginning of my stream, but like, I had like this text conversation. This is just an like anecdotal kind of explanation. I had a text conversation with Ben that was kind of derailing, and I was like, let's just get this out there because we've done this for 5 years. Let's just get this out there and like make something good come from it rather than just like, that personal thing like that just never ends. That never kind of it never has any fruit. It's just like it just ends in dysfunction and just like badness. No, can you imagine like like that might help, like just to kind of say like, well, it hasn't worked in this way, but like it's just put it out there and it's better. Like it's better that like I'm streaming now, and like that's like the fruit of like this conversation that I had with him this morning that could have just ended up with me just being like alone in this house and feeling really bad all day.
Okay, so if I heard you correctly, you had a bad text conversation with Ben, and because you wanted, okay, hold on, you had a bad text conversation with Ben, but you wanted to talk, but not talk 101 in private. You wanted to talk on a stream on YouTube. I'm missing the leap. I'm missing like how you go from I had a bad text exchange with my husband to now I want to go on a live stream and talk to him about our issues, so that in a place where everyone can hear, a place where you're gonna have strangers to pretty much listen to everything.
Yeah. Okay, but
it seems like I'm missing something. I don't understand how that's like the logical thing to do, unless you like. Do you enjoy turning your life into a soap opera? I mean, that's what it is. That's what y'all are doing, right? This is a soap opera.
Do I enjoy turning my life into soap opera? I don't know. What am I supposed to say? Like, you're just saying like, what are you saying? I'm hurting me. I'm hurting my kids. Like, what? Like, why are you so angry? Like, what is so bad? Like, people do reality TV all the time.
So reality TV. So this is y'all's version of reality TV.
Well, I mean, it's not like completely like 100% like exactly like it would be like in real life, but like it is a version of it. Yeah.
Okay.
And that like
there's something
people
you
have
mentioned
done
there.
that already.
There's something you mentioned there that was kind of interesting. So everything you guys put out there, is it 100% real?
No.
Okay, so some things are played up and exaggerated for what? For views?
Well, for just to make it interesting, like, like, yeah, like you play up some things, you play down some things, like what I made for breakfast or didn't make for breakfast is not interesting, but like the text conversation that I had with Ben is interesting. I think you can understand this. To me, it seems reasonable what I'm saying.
It does not seem reasonable. Well, I'll okay. If I had a bad conversation with my wife via text, I would then call her because be like, okay, we're missing something, so I'll just call her directly and have a conversation with her, and then it'll be resolved. I wouldn't, hey, let's go fire up a live stream and then talk about our issues so that everybody will see.
Right, but what if what if you really felt like your wife's issues, like just they're not going to be resolved, right? Like, and like you said, like, you know what, maybe she needs to kind of hear some feedback, or maybe we need a little fresh air in this stuff. And maybe like you want other women to see your wife and say like, huh, like I'm acting like her, but now I can see it kind of more objectively when I look at her. And maybe they might say like, maybe I shouldn't act that way.
Okay, so you go on YouTube to get that third person, or actually it's more like potential like other 30 people to listen to it and give feedback.
Well, I mean, it's 30, like some 20 to 30 live viewers, 18 right now, but like, sometimes it's like 400 views. Like we've had 1,000, it's like a small channel, but like, that's it's not a ton of people, but like, that's like, there's got to be some people who are saying like, I can recognize the situation. Like I'm benefiting from this somewhat.
But do any of your issues actually get resolved in this way though?
Yeah, like, I mean, I think so. Yeah.
I mean, what gets resolved?
Yes. Well, like, okay, so, like, for example, like, well, okay, when we started streaming, like, Ben and I thought or I at least thought we were married, and, like, we kind of went through that, and like the divorce papers are in. Not that like we're Catholic, so we're going for an annulment, but like we worked through that. Like we fixed, like that is not a question anymore. That's a big one.
Okay. And also to bring it back to make it relatable to me, like once again, if I had a conversation with my wife, and if I needed a third party, to help with that, I might be like, okay, well, how about we talk to our parents about it, because my mother-in-law is great. She likes my mom as well, So like, it seems reasonable there were those times where you may need a friend or a family member to kind of help out with certain arguments, but I'm not so convinced that random strangers on YouTube and chat is what's really going to help you. I don't think that helps anybody.
Well, it's not just like, okay, first of all, like the parents, like my mom is crazy, my dad won't talk to me, and Ben's parents are completely crazy, so we don't have that, right? And I'm not saying like these people like who watch us or who follow us like are like the main part of like the help. It's just kind of getting it out there. But you're just disgusted. Like you're just disgusted by the whole thing.
I am disgusted by it. I think you're turning your family into a family circus. It's a spectacle, and I think you revealed something here that it's like a reality show. I think you see it that way, and like, if you got the call to go on Dr. Phil about your family issues, would you do it?
Yes.
That tells me everything I need to know. Like, why would you do that? Why would you put your family issues on like national television? Like, why would you do that?
Not so much. Like, I think that whole Dr. Phil thing, like, it doesn't really work. I don't think things get really resolved. But to be honest, for exposure, because I think we're doing something good here, and I'd like more people to see it.
Exposure. So you would put your own family drama out there, your personal issues, for exposure, for fame.
Not for fame, although like not for fame like in an end of itself, but like so that more people could see and like just kind of relate, or kind of maybe say that this is what's going on in their life. Or for example, Mr. Deadman, I think a lot of women run the households in America, and I think it's killing a lot of their sons, and I think it's killing their husbands who spend a lot of time in basements or away from home. And I think that should be exposed, because I think it's really a bad situation, and I think a lot of men are honestly afraid to say it.
Wait,
because
women running the households is killing the sons? Like,
yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah. So the women say like what they want is control, right? They just want control. I mean, I don't know about your wife, but like you might just sit there and say like, I don't know what you're talking about. Or you might like, and you'll never admit it, but like in the back of your head, you might be like, yes, I don't know if you have any kids, but like, yes, that's exactly what's happening. Yes, honey. Yeah, honey. You gotta tiptoe around her, and you can't be a man because she's got the power. And I think that sucks. And I think a lot of men have that experience. And I would like to at least talk to the women and say like, and I've been that person and I am that person still. I would like to talk to the women and say like, we have to stop doing this. And it is really hard to stop doing this to men.
Okay. So to relate it to my situation, we do both have input on what happens, with the kids, and there's things that we agree on, there's things we disagree on, and I will make it known if I disagree on something, and if it's something that is no bueno or no good, we're just not going to do it. I'll try to really talk to her and convince her, or just not do it. But that's,
well, hang on a second. I don't think that it should be like a democratic system between you and your wife, where she like puts her input and then you put your input. Why? And then you sit there begging her to like come around and see what you think. I think
Not
you should just say like,
begging.
listen
It's a
to her.
conversation. It's having a conversation with your wife. What do you mean it's not a Democrat? Like, no, you're having a conversation with your significant other who is also the parent. They both have input.
Sure. But at the end of the day, like, it doesn't really matter what she says, does it?
It matters.
Or it shouldn't.
Why shouldn't it matter?
You can take it into consideration, but like, you're ultimately going to make the decision. And if you make it dependent on like what she, being afraid of what she might say if you make that decision, then you're like in a bad situation.
It's not like one or the other in that sort of extreme. There's times where she has a suggestion or something she wants to do, and she'll do it. And there's times where I might want to do something, involving the kids, and then we'll do it. It's not like a dictatorship over here, okay? No, we actually have a conversation. Now, we're not going to go on YouTube about it. If it's really a big issue, we might, because I guess I have a benefit of having family members that I could trust and are actually a good example of a healthy example of involving parenting and all that. I may talk to them for advice, but yeah, it's not a.
So you're saying basically you're saying like, I do things the normal way and it's working out well for me.
I mean, sure, my perspective, it would be normal, but normal is subjective.
How's it working for you? How's it working?
It's working pretty well. I mean, I'm not putting my personal kids' issues. I mean, how's it working for you? Let me ask you this, Courtney. There's people who speculate a lot about your husband and your daughter, and the stuff they talk about is very weird and very greasy. I mean, your husband literally slapped your daughter's ass on a live stream, and that's healthy. All this stuff is good. I mean, what are we talking about here?
Well, I'm just positing that it's better than what's going on in your goddamn house. Why are you drinking and doing these? Why are you getting so drunk? And didn't you
I
get
don't even have a
drunk
drink in my hand, Courtney. You sound insane right now. You're
Yeah,
projecting.
I do. No.
You can't even say words right.
How many shots did you do before you went to pick up your kids the other day? How's that working for you?
I mean, that was just fine. What are you talking about?
How many shots?
I did 5 shots, and I got my kids.
And then you went to pick up your kids.
I did that.
And that's normal. That's normal. 5 shots and then get in a car and go pick up your kids. That's normal.
Actually, I walked to go get the kids. I walked to go get my kids because I'm not going to drive drunk. That might be something you do, but I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that's not something I would do. Okay, but then Dad comes there and he's like, what, kind of wasted? They like that? That's how it's working out for you? You walk and you pick up your kids half wasted?
I mean, that was one time. It was fine. I know how to handle myself. But I don't. But you only have that. You only have that sliver of information from what I put out there on the stream. But you don't have everything else. You're not going to have everything else because I don't put my stuff out there like that. Like what I do on a stream, a lot of it's kind of played up anyway. But so you could have fun with that. You could try to dunk on me on that. But your whole family drama is out there. Some really embarrassing stuff. So if you want to start doing that, let's do that. Do we want to dig
you
into?
Started it. You came down
I started it. You're the one that's perfectly okay. Courtney, you are perfectly okay with putting your family drama out there for exposure. I'm talking not just family drama stuff. You are okay with your husband or going to be ex-husband, talking in weird ways with your daughter, have these weird conversations about being attracted to kids or flirting with kids. I don't know, man. It's weird. It's weird. You have no problem with that. You don't shut it down, okay?
No.
There's something really wrong with your family. There's something really wrong here, okay? What you're doing is absolutely despicable.
Really wrong with your
you are willing to sell your daughter You're willing to prostitute your daughter for fame.
Yeah. Okay, that's you say prostitute my daughter, and like
Yeah, literally.
Ben went on stream.
I mean, Ben wants to do that. Ben is willing to to do anything for money. What was it? There's a stream where it's like someone asked Grace to show her foot. Okay, show the foot. Oh, okay. Take some clothes off, Grace. Okay, she'll do that too. I mean, it is crazy.
Okay, so you're saying that like Grace has been like unbelievably like just licentious on the internet. No.
There's
just been little bit here and there, little playful stuff, nothing big. Anybody would recognize that. She's 20 years old. It's not a big deal, right? Isn't that true? Like compared to like what's out there, like I mean, she's 20 years old. It's her life.
You're not getting it, Courtney. We shouldn't know about that. You put that information out there, and you seem to be okay with it. You're totally okay. You're totally okay with having your husband or ex-husband, like acting that sort of way with Grace. Like,
okay, in what way does he act with Grace? It started off when he first started streaming. He just said, "Hey, Grace, you look beautiful," and then everybody, people like you start saying like, "What's the first thing people want to say about people on the internet?" And you'll probably get this accusation.
There's a clip of Grace literally saying that she has an incestuous relationship with her father. Okay?
Huh?
There is a clip of Grace literally saying that she has an unhealthy incestuous relationship with her father.
In context of what? Saying what? Did she say like it's an emotional
thing?
What
does that matter?
Were you watching carefully, or did you really want it? Did you want it to be something else? This is goofy.
So I'm not going to be able to convince you. You made up your mind. Your family is a freak show. Okay, it's a circus sideshow. I think what you're doing is absolutely despicable. You want to act like you're holier than thou, and really look at what you're doing, man.
I want to act like I'm holier than thou. You're acting like you're holier than me. You're coming in on the high ground.
100%.
And then you're accusing me of being holier than thou.
I'm a better parent than you. 100%. I'm not putting my family drama on here. Come on now. I got that call from. If I get that call from Dr. Phil, I'll be like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all.
I'll just be
you would sell your family out.
I'll just be a loser who gets drunk and does nothing exciting or interesting or new.
Can you say that? Can you say that without slurring your words?
I'm just a loser who just gets drunk by himself in his own little room and doesn't hope for anything better.
Courtney, you are so desperate for attention. You're willing to put your family issues out there and be perfectly fine with your ex-husband, soon-to-be ex-husband, smacking your daughters on the ass. Like, it is so greasy. It is so grimy. I don't know. I guess you're okay with it. I guess you're fine with it. But people see right through this stuff.
I had a question. Okay, fine. I saw you trying to get into Hormaxer's stream the other night. What was the interest there?
What was I going to do? I was probably going to mess with him.
Okay, why?
Because I think Hormaxer is very suspect.
Oh, he's a pedophile, right? Right? No. People like you, that's like the first thing. Like you're like, we're going after the pedophiles.
That word didn't come out of my mouth, but he's very sus. He had some very sussy things to say about women, or girls, I should say, of a particular age.
Nope. What was sus?
The way he was talking to these, I guess, girls on whatever chatterbait, whatever he was using. Okay.
Omegle.
Okay. So you know. But it's just my opinion of him. It's what I think of him.
Yeah, but you base that on something, right? And you base
Obviously.
It on evidence.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
And I really don't care what you have to say about it and defend, because, like, you're perfectly fine with Ben having that sort of outlook too. Like he outright said that he likes to flirt with little girls, and he sees nothing wrong with this is stupid. This is absolutely dumb. What? I should not be engaging in this at all. It's like feeding into you guys. We should actually just ignore you guys. That's what we should do.
We, all the good people on the internet, all the good people on the moral high ground, who just like throw out the word pedophile and like make all kinds of accusations against everybody. We're the moral high ground. It's awful. It's awful what people like you do to other people based on nothing. You cannot wait because you're so insecure about your own failings as a father and as a human being that as soon as you can like jump on anybody for any kind of reason who's just people who are just being generous and like open, you jump on it and then you see that as your way to say like, okay.
All I'm hearing is you defending a guy who's really creepy with like 14-year-olds. Okay, that's all I'm hearing. That's all I heard there. And I mean, you could talk more. I mean, you could throw more words out there, but that's all it was.
You know, you can like.
What I do enjoy, though, I think what you missed is actually the link took me to Play with Fire, and I was like, guys, because I saw the stream where Ben was with those guys. And that stream was embarrassing. What the stuff he went into, the detail, it was so gross. Like that panel was pretty much convinced that he's 100% suspect, and now we're talking about your husband.
Yeah, I actually saw that, and I was like, this is so perfect. All these like little half people, these little like degenerate half worm people having their little
Courtney,
gossipy
session. You don't need to be calling anybody degenerate. I mean, can you say degenerate again? Please.
Yeah, degenerate.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think that like people who claim a moral high ground and like basically are pharisaical, they're degenerate. Like they're the worst people. People like that are the worst people. Are you a religious man?
Says the mother that's willing to put your kids out there for attention. It's totally okay to stand by her husband while he like flirts with her and slaps her ass. Who knows what else? I hope they're not sleeping in the same bed. Watch her change. I don't know, man. It's real creepy stuff.
That's your thing. Creepy. That's your thing. Those are your thoughts. Okay? I hope I'm thinking about this. What's going on? This is your world.
I'm just talking about stuff that's happening in your household, the stuff that gets put out there because of y'all. Okay?
Well, did your wife assault you?
No.
Were the police called about that?
No.
What happened? I heard you got a beating.
There was no beating. What are you talking about? You sound insane right now.
Yeah. Okay, you can say that, but so from what I understand, and you can disabuse me, but like from what I understand, when you did the death threats against Ben, your wife hit you in the face, and the cops were called, and then you were gone for a little while, weren't you? Crying? I don't know. Saying like, yes, honey, I won't stream. I've been a bad boy.
That was all played up. That stream I said, the stream you're talking about I got to be careful with jokes because of the death threat. You want to talk about the death threat? We'll get to that a little bit, I suppose. But no, I was never hit at all. What are you talking about? That's bullshit.
So the cops did not come.
Yeah, there's no cops. You guys already know where I live. I mean, y'all can check the records. There's no police.
I don't know.
Okay, that's nice. And that death threat, all that was is me trying to tell Ben, hey, I want to show him my gardening tool. I want to show him my gardening tool. We're going to learn about a pig hoe, what a pig hoe is.
Right, because you're a big tough guy, right?
It was just a little joke. And Ben, King, I guess King Troll over there was like, I'm going to go call the police. I'm going to go run to the police and call them. You guys, like, we live so far away. There's not even, like, what are you talking about? I don't, like, there was no, like, actual intent behind that. Oh, I want to show you my gardening tool, Ben.
You know what I've always wanted to know? Was that real blood on your forearm or, like,
no,
and if so,
it's
like,
fake.
Where did you get it from?
It's fake blood. I run a horror show too, where I use fake blood and props.
What you run a horror show?
Yeah, I do like a horror show sometimes here and there. So I would have fake blood. ready to go in case I ever needed to use it.
You have fake blood ready to go in case you ever be ready to use it.
Yeah. It's not. I don't know why that's funny. Like your life is falling apart, and we know all so much about it because like you put it out there. Like the stuff I say about my personal life on stream is all played up in bullshit anyway.
None of it's true. So you're just a liar. Hey, wait a minute. I got something funny. Just hang on 1 second. I just want to show you something. Hang on.
Glad. And it's called joking around. All right, I can joke around. There's a bottle of what is that? Fake blood.
Fake blood. Do you have this much?
No, I don't have that much fake blood. Jesus Christ.
I keep this around in case I ever need to use it. Yeah, I guess it does look like blood. I believe you now.
To get why would you need? Oh, well, it is that. I mean, do you play around with fake blood a lot?
No, I don't personally keep it like you do in case of whatever reason that you said to play around with, but this is my daughter's fake blood for her Halloween costume.
Oh,
that's more normal.
That makes sense. I did a stream once where I pretended to, I think, summon, was it Bloody Mary? Yeah, and a bunch of fake blood in a spray bottle ready to go, and I just sprayed it all over my face. It was like, oh, Bloody Mary's here, you know. So, stuff like that. But, you know.
So, okay, so what you're saying, let's just expose you, Mr. Deadman. Okay,
sure,
so your
problem
is
me. Be like,
yeah, let's expose you.
Okay, good luck.
Everything that you do on stream is a lie. Is that what you're saying? It's all just a lie. You're not really playing it up. Your wife never hit you.
Yeah, my wife never hit me.
Nothing. Your wife never hit you.
Right.
Okay, so you're just a liar. Why would anybody
just
watch
joking
you?
around? Just joking around. And I think it's called satire, dude. It's like, what are you talking about? It's just joking around, having a good time. I'm not going to actually put my family's issue. I'm not going to put my son here or my daughter here or anything. My wife is like never going to get on screen. That's not happening. Because like,
yeah, you got to keep your standards separate. There. You got to go to your own room and you do like your streams and like it's just like a totally separate thing. And it's just like, and your wife just does her own thing, and that's healthy.
It's a lot healthier than putting your own personal drama out there for everyone to know.
I disagree. I bet
and you said yourself that it's played up. You mentioned that it's all kind of played up too, kind of exaggerated.
I didn't say that. I said something. I didn't say it's all fake. I said some things are played up, and some things are not as important. I kind of hope it's all fake. But you say everything is just a joke. It's just all fake. I don't know why anybody would want to watch a guy just like play acting.
Joke around sometimes.
Yeah, okay, joking around, but like that's just boring after a while. Like, don't people want to see something that's real, like a little bit real? Like you're just like a big, huge faking everything.
I'm getting this from the mother that's okay with selling her kids out for exposure. Okay, very rich.
No, I'm not selling my kids out for exposure. If you notice, when I have my younger kids on, I do not do that.
Dude, I've seen them get on stream too. What are you talking about? Dude, even your sons get on stream. Why is this? And one time you did a stream on your freaking son's laptop. This is sad. Like you really have no leg to stand on here, man. Like you are running a family circus over there. We all see it. You put it out there. Most people who have a common sense, common decency would not be doing the things y'all do at all. And you know that.
Okay, so what you do is you sit in your little room with your leather jacket, acting like a tough guy with your sunglasses, drinking a lot and faking all kinds of
playing
stuff.
Up a character. Yeah, that's normal. That's normal.
What's your character?
It's Mr. Deadman. It's the name.
Yeah, no, but tell me about Mr. Deadman. What is the character?
You don't need to know about that, Courtney.
Oh, I do.
No, I'm gonna pass on that. Mr. Deadman is a mystery.
You are mysterious. You're mysterious, a mysterious guy. Yeah, you're just like a huge fake. Mr. Deadman is just a fake.
You got anything else?
Other than like you lie all the time and
I
your
lie
life
all
is
the
in shambles,
time.
won't admit it. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. That's rich coming from someone who, like I've already said, puts her own family out there for clicks, for views. Pretty sad. But yeah, you do you. You're comfortable with that. I just think it's pretty low.
Wait, hold on a second. Joe, can you just for a second?
No,
Okay.
I think he's making sure that you're using the school laptop again.
All right, this is my son Joe.
Why are you doing that? That's what I'm talking about.
What is so wrong about having my son Joe on the camera? What is so wrong about that? What's the big thing? Like, what am I exposing about my family to have my beautiful son?
Oh my God,
Joey,
you're not getting it.
Come on.
The internet's not a kumbaya place. It's not a good place. Like you're asking for people to like tear into your family, to make fun of you, to like mock you. You're asking for it.
Come here.
What are you doing?
Nobody goes after
you. Share
Joe.
too
Because
much.
People
Courtney.
have enough respect. People have enough respect to understand that he's a kid, and they don't go after him. The internet is not a terrible, rough place.
Get
that
this
you have to
off the
protect
freaking screen. Go fix your life. You know what? If you have issues with your husband, go see a therapist. Don't go on YouTube for therapy. What is wrong with you?
All right, well, let me ask you this. Ben says, Mr. Deadman's wife and mother have made contact with us through the police. Is that a lie?
That's
that
also a lie. That's a lie,
That's
too.
A lie.
Yes.
Okay. That's a lie.
Because
All
I
right,
spoke with that
somebody's
officer,
lying.
by the way. Anyway.
So you're saying that Ben's lying about that?
Yes, he's lying about that.
All right. Well, I don't have the receipts, as they say, so I don't know. But I wouldn't be inclined to.
Good luck on getting those. Because,
yeah. You already admitted, like, everything that you say is a lie, and the whole thing is like just fake. So, like, why would I believe you?
And this is coming from someone who thinks it's a great idea to come to the internet for therapy and play it up too, like it's a reality show. You said your whole situation is caught like a reality show, so you can go fuck yourself with that whole fake thing. Okay.
Okay, so here's the thing. My son is standing right here. You can see him, but you say I don't have any respect for children, but you say that in front of my son. Okay, but I'm the one who doesn't have respect for kids. I'm the one who's doing something wrong.
You know, right?
But you just said something that you shouldn't say in front of a 10-year-old boy. Okay, how do you explain that?
Come on, you've said
Get
that
your
before.
fucking kid off the fucking screen, Courtney. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, just double down. Just double down now. Okay.
All right. I'm done talking with you.
Okay.
Like, clearly, you don't understand. And look,
you don't understand. You're the one who's swearing and saying the F word in front of my 10-year-old son.
You're the one who tried to hide behind your son, use him as a prop. You sick ass bitch.
You walked in.
Fix your life, dude.
I'm not hiding in some
Oh my
room.
God. You're gonna end up like all those other YouTube families that put their drama out there. Next thing you know, things are really going crazy, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, is this all fake? Is this all real? What's going on here?" There's been many families before you. You're just gonna be like one of them. You don't see anything wrong with what you're doing. I'm not gonna be able to convince you. No one's gonna convince you. It's just, I honestly think people should just not pay any attention, really, especially don't even feed into it, because it's sick. It's sick. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
And you're not. You're not. Like,
no,
you're not. Okay. No. You just sit there and do 5 shots and go pick up. Is that real or is that fake? Was that apple juice?
No,
because you said like it's all just fake. Is it just apple juice, or are you like a guy who does drink on stream? Like, can you give me a little more? Like, what's the real thing? What's not? Like, okay, the blood wasn't, but the alcohol is, and like picking up the kids is. Like, where, like, but it's all fake. Like, and you're not doing like something similar, which is like taking your own life. You think I'm gonna take real
shots? You think I'm gonna take real shots before I go pick up my kids? What's wrong with you?
So then my point would be,
I'd rather be a liar. I'd rather be a fake than be a washed up drunk like you, Courtney. Jesus Christ. Who's willing to like sell her kids out for exposure and all that. Man, come on, man.
Okay.
The first shot's
All
real.
right,
The
well,
other
you're-
ones were like dummies, but kind of watered down. Either way.
So, all right. So, I mean, I just think this is great kind of information for the people who watch you that like you're just LARPing. You're not really drinking. You're just like what? Kind of like a big buffoon who's like pretends to like be like a cool guy, a
Buffoon?
drinker.
That's your comeback? A buffoon? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm back.
Good luck. You're trying to crawl out of the pit that you're in. That is your life and your situation. But you know,
I think you're
like you do you, man. You do you. I hope you make some money off of this. I hope it gets there.
Yeah, okay.
So then eventually we could then say, oh, now you got the drama out there to profit off of. So it'd be nice. Because I'm sure that was going to happen.
Okay. Are you going to rage quit now? Because you're losing?
This is boring. This is boring.
Okay, go. All right, bye,
go.
Mr. Deadman.
You'll have that. Go fix your life.
I really hate when people say this is boring. Hey, Mr. Deadman, look at my son. I just slapped him in the ass. Oh my God, what a horrible, horrible, horrible thing.
That's really wrong.
That is the worst thing that I could possibly do to my 10-year-old son. Really. It's just unbelievable. Just the worst. I got ape. Is this ape?
That was a weird sideshow. Part of me apologizes for that. But that goes into what I was talking about earlier. Families that are willing to put their own personal stuff out there, actual real situations. Maybe someone's kind of play it up for views, for attention. It's insane what they do. But there's other families that do that, and I guess they see nothing wrong with it. You heard it from her. She was like, claimed that she had an issue with her husband and thought it was a great idea to go on a live stream to talk about it, whatever the issue is. Who really cares, right? How is it normal? Like I was struggling trying to like how do you go from okay, we're having a communication breakdown via text. How do you go from that to okay, let's just hop on live stream and talk about it? There's like several steps. There's several steps that would have to happen before that. Like if you have a breakdown of communication with your husband, things are rocky, trying to work things out via text, why don't you pick up the phone and call? That's the logical step. You know, oh, the texting's not working, so I'm going to call him. And you call, and you're having a heated argument. That's not working. Okay, take a break, come back, talk about it again. Okay, that's not working. You need some help. Okay, is there a friend you could trust? Is there someone that you could trust that could help you out in that situation? Okay, still not having a good time? Or still the communications broke down and issues are coming from it? Okay, well, I don't know. Go see a therapist. Go see a professional. Oh, okay. Nowhere in that progression, in that escalation is jumping on a live stream on YouTube or Twitch or whatever to air out your issues so that everybody could see it. When Courtney was calling me fake, she was, I think, projecting there. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I do kind of played up. It's all played up. Dude, I wear shades and a leather jacket inside my garage with this lighting. I look crazy. It looks crazy, right? There's things I do, I play it up. But she had said herself that she kind of sees this as a reality show. They're turning their family, their kids and everything as a YouTube reality show. And they're okay with it. I personally would never do that because obviously I'm not okay with it. I think that's grimy. I have a very low opinion of people who do that. But obviously, you know, Jerry Springer's a thing. Jerry Springer had many guests on many families. Dr. Phil's a thing. People go on that show. So there are families. There are people who think it's perfectly okay to go air out your issues where everyone else, a lot of other people, can see and become involved in the way. It is. It is so dumb.
Okay. I don't think he was trying to help me.
You
What?
know, just let some people in your little tiny heart. I know it's cold and empty, but let some people try.
Let's go take a look at her being live. What's the name of her channel? Thorp something. I don't remember her channel name. Don't remember it. Remind me in the chat. What is it called? What should call her channel? Auticus.
Anything. You didn't allow this guy who's being really nice to you just to help you. Which made my day much worse.
Okay. I don't think he was trying to help me. Okay.
Which made my day much worse.
Okay. I don't think he was trying to help me.
You know,
What?
just let some people in your little tiny heart. I know it's cold and empty, but let some people try.
This is I can't watch this. I can't watch this, man. Let's back up a little.
Like, you could have said something better, but you're just too
Yeah,
proud
but
of how good you are at music.
okay, but Joe, I just think Mr. Deadman's point was a different point, but I think your point
Back up a little
Trying to
bit.
help you.
Okay, let me
does
get
drink
when I
downstream.
leave.
Like, can you give me a little more? Like, what's the real thing? What kids?
leave,
Something.
leave. When do I back up? When do I get yet?
Oh, worst thing God could possibly do to my 10-year-old son.
Okay.
Really, it's just unbelievable. Just the worst. I got 8. Is this 8? Is this Jihan? Jihan?
Hello.
Hey. I didn't expect you to come on stream.
Yeah, I just tuned in. I wanted to talk to Mr. Deadman for a bit, but maybe leave.
You just missed him. He rage quit because he's a lying buffoon of a man who
lying buffoon of a
refuses
man.
to.
That's my
I
sin,
don't
guys.
know.
I'm a
Like,
lying
he's just
buffoon.
like a huge fake. He says he does like apple juice shots. Like, so that
I
he can
wish
impress
the
his
liquor last
viewers
night
or
was
something.
fake.
I don't know. Like, who does that? Apple juice shots to impress their viewers. Like he's some kind of cool guy. But you know what? The truth is, it's not applesauce. It's not. It's real. But
Why
he
was
can't-
he being so moralistic?
Yeah, that's
Because
a good
Courtney
question.
could use some morals.
We're doing.
When does the sun come in?
Talking it back because he has to say.
does
That's what
the
he's
sun
doing. That
come
myself.
in?
I'm doing better than these people. So
I'm trying to help you.
There we go.
Joe, you're welcome to talk
No.
about this.
How about don't remove someone that's just trying to help?
You think Mr. Deadman's trying to help?
Yes.
Okay.
Why do you think he wasn't?
I think he came on just to shame us.
How?
Well, he's saying like how you shouldn't do this on the internet.
Don't do it.
Was he told to
Talk
say
about
this?
family stuff.
Well, it's not true. Some of that stuff, I feel like, yeah, we should kind of, but like, it's a little bit like you use it too much for everything. Yes, you do.
I just want to be clear to
You
people.
do.
What you're saying is something different than like what people are. I think if you can correct me, but you're saying that I make it into a bigger thing than it is. Like I am always right. You're not saying that like
I hate that
there's
every
too much, like,
time
family-
you tell her something, she has to like, oh, okay, what you're saying is this. Don't spit it back at me. Like, do you understand it or not?
stuff. You're just saying like, Mom, you like abuse the situation because like you're always saying like how tired you are and like how
No, you kind of do that, but you also you do this thing where you go, like whenever anybody wants to like talk, like or like without having that on, you'll say, oh, maybe you can use YouTube, maybe you can live stream that, maybe you can live stream that.
Exactly. That kid is on it. So whenever there's any sort of family issue, they need to talk about something. Oh, let's just do it on YouTube. How's that rational? No one does that. No sane person does that. That is not healthy.
And you're just abusing it always.
So you're saying that there's too much
Of it every single day of your
but
life.
isn't that because
I'm trying to grow a channel. No.
okay, no, what I'm saying is, isn't that because
Because you're trying to grow a channel. You're trying to grow a channel on the freaking tension and issues, your family drama involving your kids, It is so dumb. Why would you do that? You have to be a very scummy, grimy person. You could say everything you want about me, anything. I mean, but like, what are you doing, Courtney? It is sick. It is absolutely sick. But you're not going to be able to convince her. She sees nothing wrong. She sees no flaw in this. They need a therapist. They need a therapist. But instead of that, they want to turn it into a spectacle. They want exposure or fame. That's what they want.
it's like I'm doing that to you? I'm like making it seem like it's either YouTube or you, right?
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
Not
Right.
either YouTube or nothing.
It's
Yeah.
either YouTube or nothing. But that's me. That's not like that's actually not like
Imagine having a parent that every time you talk to them, they want to put it on YouTube. I swear, I said this already. If I did that, my wife would leave me. Okay? My family would disown me. You know the reason why I think their relationship with their other family members is all weird is because they're doing this. Who does this?
the project here. It's just like
That's
Me-
her. She's being an
yeah.
asshole. She knows it.
right,
There's
Oh.
no point in arguing. She's just an asshole.
right.
So he's trying to help you.
No,
No one is.
No.
No, I mean I was at first, but honestly, I mean you can't convince her. This is greasy. The whole.
Yeah, how was Mr. Denman trying to help you? I mean, I didn't really get that from him while I was listening.
Yeah,
I got
so
it.
this is Jihan. I don't know, Joe, if he's a guy that like talks a lot on Discord. He thinks that Mr. Deadman was
She even
not.
gets her family involved in Discord people. Adam says she's using family drama for clout and money. Yeah, except she's not even making money off of it yet. The whole family, no one's making any money off of it yet. I think they want to, obviously.
Not trying to help.
I just hope it doesn't get there.
Yeah, I mean,
I
he
don't-
was sitting on his hi-hat, and I
I think he had the exact thing to help, but he had something. If he just said maybe a little bit, yeah, I do that too much, or something. Maybe he could have, like, you could have said something better. But you're just too
Yeah,
proud
but-
of how good you are at it.
Okay, but Joe, I just think Mr. Deadman's point was a different point, but I think your point is absolutely correct, but Mr. Deadman's point was a different point.
But I know.
My point was, I think, more extreme than what your son said. I was just pretty much asking you, why are you doing it? it's not good to put your family out there. Jesus
But
Christ.
could have said like, "Oh yeah, I do that a little too much," so you know that you do it.
All right,
But-
Joe, do you want to just sit down? You can sit down.
No, I don't.
Okay. All right.
But you do that, and you just say, "I don't want to do that because I think he's right, so I don't want to do it. I just want to have my own addictive, not stupid, but like annoying streams that go on for hours and hours. And I think they're beautiful. I think they're much better than talking to anybody in real life."
Okay, but
Was he being was he being ironic there? Oh, you have these beautiful streams, and I think it's better than talking to anybody in real life. Oh my god.
I would agree that this is me though. This is not the fault of YouTube or like the project that we're doing. This is my
Project. Was that a slip up? They want to turn their family into a reality show, a YouTube reality show. Okay, that's the goal there. Courtney and Ben want to do that. Even if they do separate, they're still going to be active players, and that's what they're trying to do. And they call it a project. She just called it a project. Okay. This is the project. So, I don't think. Honestly, there's part of me that thinks, giving them attention is not going to be good for them, because it's just going to further involve the kids, and clearly they're not enjoying this.
fault for this is what I do to every project that we ever do.
Maybe take yourself out of projects.
But it's
But,
it's
but I need to be in them. I'm the mother in this family. You never really played that part.
Well, she said that mothers are destroying children or whatever, their sons. I mean, I think she was speaking from her own experience, I suppose. I don't know, but that's what it seems like.
okay, that's
They're
true. I've
bad
never
moms.
played that part. That's true. I've always this is the same thing with Abyssinia. It's the same thing with everything we've ever done. I make it into an either or situation with you guys or doing the thing, right? So I kick you out. Right?
How about kick
Right,
yourself out?
But I'm here and I'm saying like,
Yeah, how about you kind of delete your channel? Maybe like take it away for a
Delete
little
your
bit.
channel and spend
Or,
time with your kids.
Do something else. Make it more better. You're not doing anything that's right. Of course you see that, but you just don't want to do it.
okay, I think I'm doing something that's right, but I'm not doing it
No, you're not doing anything that is right.
in a healthy way.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you spent 18 hours average a day to do this, and
She
you don't
spends 18 hours a day on a stream? Oh my god. Talking about what?
even get any progress. What's the farthest you've gotten? Here, and then you just reject this guy that's trying to help.
I just think that you don't really.
But you don't really know.
I'm just saying, like, I understand that you think that Mr. Deadman was saying.
He was! You have to agree with some people. Even if you don't, you have to agree. You have to agree with some people. You have to allow them to help you.
I asked earlier if this is fake. I think this is real. I don't think he was told to say this. This kid has bottled up his feelings about this and is just letting it out.
Or you're just not
Okay,
gonna
well-
block them off.
Okay, what about Jihan?
Jihan, I don't
Wait,
know. It's your belief, Jihan, but it's not. I don't know.
Wait, so Joey, what do you think?
And now this random person named Ape is gonna. This is so grimy, dude.
I'm asking because I'm curious. What did you think? Like, so from what Mr. Dadman was.
Yeah, grossly. It's almost out. I'm wrapping this up here because not the stream. I'll just keep streaming. We'll go into a chilled thing, but this is too much.
Saying to Courtney, like, what do you agree with? Why do you think he was helpful?
I think
Or
it
was
was
trying to be helpful.
like make my mom actually talk to me, like actually spend time with me, but that's not what it is. And then I don't really agree with some of his points. Some of his points are a little bit off.
That's kind of weird because I don't think I said anything about spending time with her son.
I don't know what he fully said, but he was a little bit right. You have to.
But
How long has he been
His
listening though?
his point wasn't so much like his point was exposing like the family's issues. It wasn't so much that I'm not taking, and that would be a good point. Like you're not taking care of your kids in a way
You
that
aren't!
makes sense. Okay,
Oh,
that wasn't his point, but that is a good point, and that's valid. It's true.
Yeah. So how about you start doing it?
Okay, so then what I'm saying is
But
like,
what I'm saying is I have to go on YouTube today. Sorry, that's the only way I can fix it.
he has to go on
today was
YouTube.
set up so that you had a
Today
good
was
day.
set up.
Did you have a
But
good day?
no, I'm not having a good day because you suck. You suck at it. You sucked at doing anything. You didn't allow this guy who's being really nice to you just to help you, which made my day much worse.
Okay, I don't think he was trying to help me.
You know, just let some people in your little tiny heart. I know it's cold and empty, but let some people try.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap that up here. That's hard to watch. You know, I know I drank a lot last night. I'm going to have to. And this is real. Crack it open. I hope for the best for those kids. But Courtney's not going to change. Ben's not going to change. And there's really nothing you can do. Like other YouTube families before them, what's gonna happen is the watchers. Some of them may start getting police involved to get CPS involved, and it's not gonna be me. I don't care that much. I personally do not get personally involved. I mean, the most I'll do is make a video making fun of Ben or whatever, which I did with the pickaxe. Anyway, that was hard to watch. Whew. All right. Whew. Could use more love bites or baby metal or bandmate talk. Wow. Oh, man. Zod said my CPS powers are still active. I guess so. Oh, man. I didn't realize that kid was really listening to the conversation like that. Man. Courtney, what are you doing, man, with your family? But yeah, that's what's talking about, you know? I thought honestly, I thought this was going to be a throwaway topic. Something I could rant about without getting too distracted. But it turned into a whole thing. I see his little visor.